He created the character. He didn't create the world and the story. He created the character. So everything around the character is that's not how you create a story. Okay, no, I'm not like an experienced writer or anything, but like I'm not an idiot. Like if you want to create a world, like I'm assuming with this Avatar movie that came out. James Cameron, before we created the characters, he created the world in which they existed and created the laws and the rules.
That's why the movie it's believable. It's a believable alien world, and it feels fresh and it feels alive.
I mean, I like the movie. I'm not jumping on the bandwagon saying it's the best thing ever.
I'm not saying it's the best.
I'm not a hater. I did like it. It was cool. But yeah, if you think about the story, it's very simple. You know, it's just.
Oh yeah, it was the execution that made it really like great.
Yeah, no, it's okay if you're. I mean, you may not. None of you may be writers.
The message board's gonna be filled now with complaints.
With complaints. But I'm just saying, like, it's okay to create characters first and ideas, but you got to create the world first. Because Katsuki here, he kind of had this idea, and I just asking him simple questions like, well, what if this happened? What if this happened? And he couldn't back it up.
Yeah.
And so I'm not hating or anything. And
yeah, but it made me realize that there was still a lot of holes in my ideas, and it makes me want to like improve on.
Yeah, and when I'm finished mine, I'm gonna do the same thing with him, and that's what you got to do. Otherwise, you get your ass.
Otherwise, your story or idea or anything that you're gonna do is gonna be magic wizard armor.
Yeah,
and nobody wants magic wizard
which
armor.
Is it happens because it happens. You got to justify shit. You know, you can't just and that's how a lot of stuff works. That's how this this soda pop fucking thing works. You know, like it just works because it does. You know, and that's how you get all this stupid stuff. You know, like so and you know you also avoid getting your ass laughed at later on.
Well, that might not be necessarily true because there will be people who will watch it.
Okay, yes, and there will be people who don't like it.
Yeah.
But like you by exposing your stuff to people, getting them to critique it, you know, I assume that this guy with this magic wizard armor ninja thing, that with the heroin addict guy, I assume he has never ever.
You know what? That might explain why he made such an invincible character.
Heroin.
Yeah.
I gotta take my medicine. Now I'm invincible. Now I'm Superman. I do cocaine. So that's all I'm saying. Just be your worst critic all the time. Be open to new ideas. Don't think your stuff is the shit all the time.
Yeah.
You know, I've never read Twilight.
I haven't seen the movies. Let's be perfectly honest. We have had our share of adventures of people who have thought like an idea was really good, and probably no one was around to tell them like. You know, honestly, your idea sucks.
Well, like who? Don't say who, but like what?
The vampire transformer.
Oh yeah, well, he just said vampire transformer. I was at a convention one time. They don't know who the hell I am.
I just want to make sure.
Yeah,
I really don't want to hurt this person's feelings, even though I am technically hurting this person's feelings.
Who cares? I mean, just someone living in their own. Never mind, but just someone living in their own world.
Basically, they thought two things would have been really good together. And I'm not saying it can't
Vampire
work.
Transformers.
I'm not saying it can't work.
Is that a good thing, man? Like, guys,
maybe that's
tell
another
me honestly. Should we go to Japan? Seriously, shut up. Should we go to Japan? I know. I'm creating tension here. Should we go to Japan to the board meeting and say, guys, we got the next best thing. You guys are idiots if you don't go with this. If you don't take us and run. Vampire Transformers.
I think I'd rather go with the titty sucking. At least that is some.
I would too, but you know, shit like that will be made. Shit like that will happen and be made. You know, like I've never read Twilight. I haven't seen the movies. There's an actress I really like. Her name's Bryce Dallas Howard. She played.
Would you watch it if Bryce Dallas Howard was in the movie?
I'm getting to it. Okay, She was. If you guys don't know who that is, she played Gwen Stacy in Spider-Man 3, which was another disaster. But it brought me close to Gwen Stacy, to Bryce Dallas Howard. Anyway,
forever together.
In Twilight, there's this redheaded chick. I'm not sure what her name is, but in the first two movies that have come out, she's played by one actress, and in the third movie, she could be played by Bryce Dallas Howard. So I gotta see it now. You know, I mean,
yeah, you owe it to yourself.
I mean, well, she's done like, I'm kind of just like I have almost all of her movies. She's done like 13 or 14 movies. She's still like young as an actress, but she's done a lot of stuff. And out of those 13 or 14, I have, I think, like 12. I think there's 2 that I can't find. One of them is a film festival shitty movie, and the other one is a movie that hasn't come out yet. So, well, that's all I'm saying. So, I'm gonna have to watch Twilight eventually. So, but you know, I don't know how the writing is or how.
Well, how many movies did you own from all these different actors and actresses that you know you like the actor, but of course are gonna have a shitty movie or a movie that you wouldn't like.
For this instance, Bryce Dallas Howard, of the 12 movies, maybe 2 of them are good. The rest all below.
And how many of these movies you have?
I have
mostly all, but how much is mostly all?
Of 14 movies she's done?
Oh, 14. You have 2. Okay.
I have 12.
You have 12.
And 2 of them are
okay. Good.
Like she was in Terminator. Terminator was pretty good. It was okay.
Yeah, I actually like Terminator.
She was in Spider-Man. That was kind of a disaster.
Yeah. It's kind of like the Star Wars prequels. When you watch it the first time, you really enjoy it, and then when you watch it a little bit more and more, you start to kind of realize like this movie kind of sucks.
Yeah. What Spider-Man? Or Transformer or Terminator?
Spider-Man and Star Wars. Terminator was good.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I liked it too. And she was also in Lady in the Water, which, come on, that was kind of dumb. She was in The Village, which I haven't seen yet. I haven't seen it.
I liked The Village.
I've heard good things, heard bad things. I know there's a big twist. I don't know what the twist is.
The twist.
Shut up! I want to watch it.
I'm not telling you what the twist is. I'm just saying it was good.
Okay. I mean, I've seen Scary Movie, one of them, where they show that like the troll mole people are turned out to be people in the village. So I'm assuming the village. Don't answer me.
I'm just playing. I'm not going to say anything.
I'm assuming that like it's not a real village or something, and it's not a real like period piece. It's like they're trying to keep people scared by keeping them in the village, and I'm sure it's like modern technology outside of. But anyway, I haven't seen it yet, so I'm going to watch it eventually. But you know, and there's a couple of the movies she's done that are basically they're shit. So, but like The Village, I've heard is good, and Terminator's pretty good. So. She's done a couple film festival movies that I've got, and they kind of suck. But you know, you got to commit.
And really, how many people do like watch movies because they have a favorite actor or actress? People do it all the time.
Yeah. So
it's not a big deal.
I cannot be allowed in the same state as Bryce Dallas Howard.
Well, remember Jesse Flower?
That was weird. No, it wasn't weird. It just looked creepy in the picture I got with it. I don't care that she was 14. You can tell him if you want. I don't care.
I wasn't actually.
Okay. Well, we went to there's an actress who plays a voice in
let me explain.
Avatar.
Let me explain.
Well, let's hear what you think is so weird about this from your perspective.
Okay, I'm going to tell you first off. First off, Jessie Flower is a voice actress. She doesn't have a very ginormous resume, but she's mostly known for her role as Toph Lei Fong. I don't remember.
From Avatar.
From Avatar: The Last Airbender.
The blind chick.
The blind little girl who's an earthbender. Now, basically, what Chaos is referring to is not this character, but the voice actress.
She's hot.
Yeah. Well, that was like the you know, like the Emma Watson. And it was like, what? I could say it now.
Okay. I'll tell you. I was hanging out with this guy. I won't tell you what his name was, but he's party animal. And he kind of talks with a voice like this. And he really likes underage girls. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
It's who you just mouthed to me. So he always kind of talks like this. And he says, well, you know, my name's Dave, which you guys know that already, probably, because from other videos. But he's like, Dave, if you lower your standards, and if you ignore age when it comes to women, you open up a world of opportunities.
I think you should stop. I don't want to get in trouble.
I'm just saying that's what he said.
I know.
So
don't emphasize.
Just
tell the story. Don't emphasize.
Just him influenced me with like younger girls. I just kind of had a joke. I wanted to get a picture with this girl with Flower.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get.
Like she's a very nice person.
Anyway, the picture I can't show to anyone because I look like creepy in it. So my eyes were weird. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It was like that kind of stalkerish kind of.
That wasn't what I was going for though. I was going for like friendly. Take the fucking picture, Kevin. Don't.
I took a good picture.
It was a good picture, but you took too long to take a picture.
I took a good picture though.
You did, yeah. You do take. I take better pictures.
You take better pictures, yeah, because you're the photographer.
Yeah.
You're Peter Parker. but not really.
When we go to